Alec here with ADVRIDER.com, and today we have the 2021 Triumph 850 Sports. Let's go take it for a ride.
For 2021, Triumph has created the ultimate urban sport machine, the Tiger 850. Triumph has built a bike that riders from all corners of the globe can find a common ground with. Whether it is your commute to work, weekend getaway, or bucket list adventure, the Tiger 850 Sport is definitely a top contender. The 850 Sport has been tamed from its predecessor, the Tiger 900. Don't be fooled by the lower displacement number, it's packed with a very well-mannered power plant. Triumph is claiming 84 horsepower at 8,500 RPM and 60 foot-pounds peak torque at 6,500 RPM. Complementing all this, the innovative T-plane, triple crank, and unique 132 firing order. It was quick off the bottom, yet very smooth, giving me the confidence and control in the lower RPM range. Marzocchi suspension components keep the front and rear planted with plenty of range to keep you going. A 45mm upside-down front fork with 180mm of travel in the front and 170mm in the rear, mounted with a rear monoshock with manual adjustability. Plenty of travel needed for the everyday ride. The ride was about a 2-hour loop. Pavement, gravel, and dry pack was on the menu for the day. The new generation modular tube frame, along with the bolt-on aluminum rear subframe, made this a very well-balanced and nimble handling machine. I found myself easily transitioning side to side while effortlessly standing up while those unexpected rough patches decided to sneak up during the ride. The narrow seat complements the shorter riders with 20mm of adjustability. That's just under 1 inch. It doesn't sound like much, but it's a nice option for taller riders that just need that extra height. Handlebar height is very neutral, as well as the foot position. The foot pegs offering standard grip with rubber inserts to battle the vibration coming from the chassis. I personally would have liked a little bit more grip under my boots, but out of the box, it's nothing to dock points from. Speaking of adjustability, the windscreen is also adjustable, creating just the right amount of deflection around you. You'll feel some drag around your shoulders at the top of your helmet, some turbulence while riding at highway speeds. I just kept it down at the lowest setting most of the time as I was wearing a full face helmet and goggles. If you need a little bit more wind protection, Triumph's got you. One of the many optional accessories, an aero diffuser is available. The 5-inch TFT display. It works great in low light conditions, but at high noon I experienced some glare and the readouts were not very visible. The smaller data that is displayed could be a bit larger, but keep in mind, we're out here riding, unplugged from all the madness. There are 2 riding modes, rain or road. I spent time on both modes. For the asphalt, it was a no-brainer. Crisp and smooth were the 2 words that immediately came to my mind. Rain mode is exactly what you expect. A little less throttle response and a more forgiving bottom end. Traction control. On or off are your options. Nowadays, it's a tool everyone can aid from, especially in the wet or very unexpected braking situations. I did activate traction control in an uphill fire road. When activated, it was a bit too much interference for my taste, so choose wisely.
And notice I am keeping my throttle steady. Obviously, I'm going to let off in the corners here, but there was about 2 to 3 inches here of loose stuff on top of this road, and I've been keeping my throttle hand very consistent through here. And the traction control is engaging very, very, very well. It's not jolting. It's not giving me an artificial feel here. I want to go slow in these corners because there's that bump there. Keep my hand over the clutch. But overall, traction control here is performing very, very smooth. Into these mirrors, make sure no one's coming around the corner. Nope, so we cracked the throttle. See, I'm cracking it. I'm moving it around and this thing is just handling it. It's telling me, no, Alec, it is unsafe for you to let loose the beast.
Bouncing around through the hand controls, I felt everything was in the right location, but the haptic feedback was very light. In just the right conditions, some of the feel was numbed by the high wind or high speed vibration in the hand controls. I caught myself looking down to ensure my turn signal was activated. At stoplights, the display was easy to read along with an intuitive UX. The ergonomics for the Tiger 850 are not what you get on the GT or the Rally. Front and rear ABS is standard for the 850 Sport, with 320mm rotors paired with a set of Brembo Stylema 4-piston monoblock calipers in the front and a single 255mm disc on the rear. There's plenty of stopping power for all your needs. The transmission is a 6-speed gearbox geared just right for everyday commuting while keeping the highway cruising speeds at just the right RPMs. It's paired with an effortless pull slipper clutch and this is a game changer. Hello long rides and goodbye arm pump. Out of the box is a 19-inch front wheel with a 17-inch rear, both wrapped with Michelin Anarchy Adventure tires, which is an 80/20 street dirt. With the off-road portion of the ride today, these were a bit too street for my taste. Not too much bite and a bit harsh on the front end. For service intervals, Triumph is recommending every 6,000 miles or 12 months, whichever comes first. The 850 Sport is offered in Graphite Diablo Red, which is what we rode on this ADV ride review, and also a Graphite Caspin Blue. Both outfitted as you see here from the factory, starting at $11,995 from your local authorized Triumph dealership. So, who is this motorcycle for? The everyday commuter? Is it the gateway motorcycle that sucks you into the abyss of never-ending exploration? I say yes to both. And as a well-seasoned rider, I can completely envision one of these in my garage. Practical, obtainable, inspiring. With over 60 plus accessories available directly from Triumph, there are plenty of options to personalize your very own multi-tool of adventure sport riding.
All right, that's our time on the 2021 Triumph 850 Sport. I hope you guys like this review. Leave your comments down below and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Check out advrider.com for more info. Thanks for watching.